everyone, and welcome to another episode of Infraspace. We're looking at our research area now, because today we need to get some red research up and going. All of the research that we have left requires red research, and we're not producing any of it. Look around the rest of the map, things are mostly going okay, so we're gonna safely ignore it for a while. Now our red research we're going to build in this area here. So just to start, let's get a foundation road through. Maybe got a lot of raw material up here, so maybe we'll leave that in place. I don't know. You come. Let's just do that. Seems good to me. And at the very end, we want red research. So this is what we need for one red research. So 160 seconds, 2 yellow science. They produce one every 120 seconds. So we'll need 2 of those. And then 8 radiation cores. Now, radiation cores, they make 1 every 20 seconds, which means it will produce 8 in 60 seconds, 8 in 160 seconds, so we only need 1 of those. And then AI control unit. We need 3 in 160 seconds, and this produces 1 every 26. So, one of these control units could actually be used for 2 red science factories. Okay. So we're doing 2 red science factories. Where are they here? That means we need 4 yellow science in 160 seconds. So this will we'll need at least 3. So this will produce 3 in 120 seconds. And then in the other 40 seconds, we need to produce 1 more, which on average would come from those. I think, is that right? So we need 4 in 320 seconds. It's 1 every 80 seconds. So I think we will actually need 2 of them. I think that's what we'll need. And we'll need another radiation core deal for this guy. Okay, so that's so if we would just be like, yep, this is all red needs, that's technically all it does need. We just need to supply these things now. So yellow science needs 4 neural processors for each one. And this produces 1 every 90 seconds. So each one of these will need 3 neural processor factories to produce 4 in 360 seconds. Yep, so each one of these needs 3 neural processor factories. Whoops. R isn't rotate. No, E is rotate. Okay, so we need this. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So that's a lot of neural processor factories. Just for the neural processors for these guys. 10 motors every 120 seconds. So a motor factory will produce 4 in 90, or it'll produce 5 in 120 seconds. So we need 2 motor factories per one of these. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, and then green science. I think, yeah, like we've got loads of green science over here, so we're not going to go further up the required science tree. And then methane. Methane will pipe in from possibly over here. Okay, so that's our yellow science done. Now, radiation cores. 2 iridium alloy, 2 uranium ore. So this produces 1 every 26 seconds, and we need 2 every 20 seconds. So if we look at doubling that, that's 4 every 40 seconds. Four every 40 seconds. And 3 of these. So 2 can produce 2 in 26. Or we can produce half every 13 seconds. So 1 can produce 1.5 in 40 seconds. And we said we needed 4 every 40 seconds. So that means we need 3 of these per radiation core. And then uranium we'll get from somewhere. Now, we had 2 of those, we got in 2 of those. Then this guy needs 2 neural processors every 26 seconds. Oh my goodness. 2 neural processors every 26 seconds. And this produces 1 every 90 seconds. So we'll need 4 of these to supply. Let's just multiply this out. So 22 per 26 is 1 per 13. So we'll need 7 of these. Because 7 times 13 is 91. So we'll need 7 every 91 seconds here. And these produce 1 every 90 seconds. So we'll need 7. Okay, what's the other thing it needs? Aluminum ore. It's going to come from somewhere else. Okay. Oh my, this is a lot of stuff to produce 1 red science every nearly 3 minutes. Oh wait, there's 2, sorry, not 1. Now this, copper and steel. Now steel produce 2 every 16 seconds. So every 3 motor factories What's this do? This does 1 every 8 seconds. And we need 1 every 12 seconds. So every 3 motor factories needs 2 steel factories. So we're going to need to do that. And then they'll get copper from somewhere else. These need iron from somewhere else, carbon, and water. So all of those will be shipped in from elsewhere. Now, let's look at these. It's 3 nanotubes per 90 seconds. And nanotubes are 2 every 50 seconds. So each one of these basically needs 1 nanotube factory. I'm not going to build those because they're crazy expensive on the steel until we're sure where we're going to put them. But we'll need a lot of them. And 2 microchips every 190 seconds. Every 90 seconds. Means 1 microchip every 45 seconds. And we produce 1 every 60 seconds. So we'll need 4 microchips. Wait, how many does this make? Yeah, 1. And this wants 2 every 90 seconds. So 2 microchips. Oh goodness. Per one of these. Look, let me move you to there. And then each one of these needs its own electronics factory. And our nanotubes need carbon and sand. Okay, well, we haven't got the nanotubes on here, but this is a whole lot of stuff. Way more than I was expecting to build this red science. And because we need iridium and uranium, neither of which are present over here. I wonder if we need to do our red science over here, near where we've got some iridium. Yep, that iridium is full. And our uranium here is not quite keeping up, I think. This is doing nothing now. We can, however, I feel like I've completely forgotten how do I rotate the opposite direction? Whatever, that'll have to do. Yeah, something feels not quite right. You're not on a road? What are you talking about? How are you not on a road? I can see the road right there. Was it too close or something? That will let us get more uranium, which will hopefully keep those guys happy. But if we're taking uranium at a non-trivial rate for this, one of these things, this, 2 per 20 seconds, these produce at 1 per 20. Yeah, that's a lot of uranium we're going to be taking from there. So I don't think we want to harvest more uranium from there. We've got uranium in here. Iron. Loads of uranium up there. Issue is there's no iridium over here though. Our iridium is like over here. There's some iridium. I think we're just gonna have to take our uranium from over there and ship it over here. We'll ship it to wherever we're producing it because there's not all of the resources we need together. Maybe we'll do it here. Or going down this way, more likely. Is that uranium up there? It is uranium up there. Okay, so we're probably going to take some of that uranium. Yeah, this spot here is where we're going to build. If we're shipping it, we may as well ship it over here, where we initially started. But we need to start on this end first. And our raw ingredients were these steel factories. And none of this looks like it's on a grid. So we're going to use... We started going this way. This is the grid we're going to use. And our squaring off point is going to be here. Because we need to get our science back into the research center there. This is two-way motorway? No. A motorway. We don't have a motorway connection over here. That's fine. Okay, you can go down there. Is that rock going to get in the way? It is. It's going to be super in the way. So let's make it not in the way. Like so. Okay, steel is first. Steel, 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 steel. And they need iron, carbon and water, that's fine. But then our motors come next. Now for efficiency bonuses, we're going to place them intermittently, like so. Now, what else did this need? Copper. Copper will come from somewhere, maybe even there. Okay, so this is the end of one of the lines, which produces us motors. Motors were needed for the yellow science. Now, These iridium alloys, where were they needed? They were needed in the radiation core. With oh, these need nanotubes as well? 2 every 26 seconds? And they are 3 units deep, so we need to have 3 unit gap there. Okay, so let's go iridium. Iridium. And then they need nanotubes. So each one of those will need 2 nanotube factories. This is just starting to feel a bit silly. The amount of resources it's required. Let's move this out a bit so we can do this. We'll move these out of the way and put in nanotube factories with a little road going up here. And I want to turn these ones around. Like so. Now we can move these. Can they rotate? They can. So maybe we do our roads this way. Why did you go crazy up in the air? And why are you crazy up in the air? And then turn these around, if it'll let us. Get rid of those. Onto the side, please. Turn that one, and then these will move. Put in another little row here. Spin that around. Spin that around. Okay, so there's the nanotubes for this. And we need to do this one more time. Nanotubes. We've already got the factory built. Alright. So that will produce us iridium alloy at the end. And iridium alloy goes into these radiation core factories. So we need to extend this road a bit, and this goes into here. And you go to there. Now this was for motors. Motors were only for yellow science. But we also need, for yellow science, the neural processors. And that was this first row here. So these are all the yellow science neural processors. And these were the neural processors for the control unit factory. So we need to get all of these onto this side, I think, is where we're going to want them. And then, once they're over there, with all of their other dependent parts, we can then get yellow science in. Now this will need its things, we'll put them here. This is so much for 2 red science. Just 2. Okay, so the neural processor needed 1 nanotubes, 2 microchips, and each microchip needed an electronics. Okay, let's just put them together. So you are there, 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 and that. So that's what we need to fit in. Now how can we position that efficiently? And it'd also be nice to get some recycling centers in here. How big are their range? Okay, so on that side, they won't cover this end here. It's not as big a range as I would like. Even right at the end there. Kinda like there is the best spot for it. But we don't have anywhere to put those 2 other neural processor. Those other 2, what are they called? Nanotube factories. Maybe we just have to settle for it being a bit out of range. Okay, let's move you down there. You down there. Recycling center there. Good, you are being covered. You're being covered. Now let's position our next recycling center on this side, maybe. Yeah, so we'll move you and position the next recycling center here. It needs a little road. Okay, so that's got more of the area covered. I'm kind of concerned about what will happen when we connect this into the rest of the network. We need to fit all of this in this many times. We don't have space out there to go. Which will mean... I wonder if we reduce it off to the side. Like we just put all of these somewhere else. And maybe just the final part near this, so it gets the bonus. I don't know. I'd like to keep them together, but we do have a little more space now. Okay. So we need 2 electronics. Let's see if we can keep it on one side of the road at least. 2 electronics. That spot there we're going to assume is just taken. 2 electronics. And then 2 microchips. Nanotubes. 2 electronics. If we put 2 microchips here and here, and then we were to say nanotubes, and then that. We need a little road there. Okay, so that's got that all fairly compact around a road. Now if we can do that out the side, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 squares and 2 wide. So that's 5 squares and 2 wide. That's 5 squares and 2 wide. Now, let's see if we can move all of these into here. So we're going to put you there. You there. You went next to there. These two. Go... Let me click you, please. Like this. Put this here. And this here. And then a little road there. And then let's turn this around. Yeah, I'm sure the R key in this mode now is not rotating like it's meant to. But that fits in there really snugly. We won't fit things on this side though, all the way down. And this here, it's not going to have enough to do both. Maybe we could just put our recycling centers down that side of the road. That's an idea. Right, let's put those at the end, because this will get more benefit from being in close. And then oops, except that's not a spot it goes. It's nanotube that goes there. And then a little road. Like, look how high that is. Like, something's not going right. Have I been building these or taking them from here? Let's just check this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And we've built 3 so far. Yep. And this will give us some places to put in power through this. Recycling center. Let's put you there. And I'd love if there was a way to like select some of this and just copy paste it. We're gonna do that. This we're gonna move way out here. And we need 4 gaps per row. Is that enough? I have no idea. So let's move these into place. Not even close to being enough. We're like halfway. So we need to do all that again. We can certainly do that. We are going to have space issues. Maybe we just build more off of this one over here. Because then we've got all of these ones to go as well. It's just so ridiculous. That's all of those. And then we just need our electronics. And then these other little helper roads in here. And let's look at our recycling. Make sure all of that is covered. Pardon me. All right. We are getting somewhere. This road here now. This... No, let's leave it how it is. We are, however, going to like split here. Only to there though. And they all want to face that side. We can resolve that. And then do more of this in here. These need to move out of the way. And this needs to get out of the way. So we need another 4. Another 4. One, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we're going to put these again in the reverse direction. Just to get some more benefits from them being closer to the higher tier items. Now we have these going here. And then nanotubes back on the opposite side. And then processors fitting in here. really need to get this connected because it's going to cause traffic mayhem. It will be mayhem indeed. The thing is, I don't know where I want to connect it to. Because wherever I connect, it's going to be mayhem. So let's just do this for now. We're going to go from there to there. And then just wait and see what happens. See how bad it gets. This road we don't need anymore. But at the end of all of this, down here, we can put our yellow science factories. Let's put a little road there. We'll put one here as well. So this is where our yellow science is going to be created. And we need recycling centers. It looks like we need another road behind here. Just put some more recycling on. We can just put one there, because that covers the important parts that use the high tier stuff. And we need power over there. So let's put a substation here. Or can we just do each end? Nope. Let's go substation here. And then maybe down the end there. So we'll put a power pole there. And then there, that'll do. Then for this one, it's going to come straight out to there. And this network now underpowered, which means time for some more power. I mean, this is gridlocked. It's kind of what we expected to have happen. We'll see how that goes. One thing we don't have in here though is water and methane. Water will be relatively easy to come by. So we'll put a couple of water. Maybe we'll do all our pipes from this end. So this methane drill. I forget how many methane drills we needed per yellow science factory. So this produces 1 every 10 seconds. This needs 5 every 120. So we need 1 methane factory per yellow science. Which means with that many, we'll be perfectly fine. So they'll start sending their methane out. However, water is going to be a different story. I'm happy with them just using trucks because it's just going to here. Water will do up this end of town. So let's maybe do that to start. Put a road across there. Now, what's giving way here? You give way there. And here, you give way. Here, you give way. And here, nothing should have to give way. Oh wait, that's only 2 lanes. I didn't realize that. Let's put those back then. Okay, so that will slowly filter through here. They do need their water. In pipes, water pipe, down there. And we'll bring our water pipe up here. I just remembered that we had water pipe issues over here last time. I don't know what was happening. Maybe we'll connect that there as well. But it all seems okay now. Now that carbon is not going to be enough for all of this. Wait, how are you complaining about not being on a road? Oh, you're facing the road the wrong way. Water pipes. Now I think what we're going to do is be real and keep them under the roads. So that's generally how water pipes are laid in real life. Okay, whatever. Is they are laid underneath the road so that if some maintenance needs to get done, well, that's nice. Yeah, if some maintenance needs to get done, it just affects the road, which can be dug up relatively easily compared to like digging up someone's house. So we're not producing enough water. Guess we'll rotate these since it's going to complain. And then we've got to extend our pipe here out to the end. It's inflow and outflow getting close, but not matching yet. So let's do what we did with other things and put them sideways. So that we can, in theory, fit more in. But more than that, we can build these out a little bit further. And we fit one there? We can. He's not happy. Okay, so in theory, what is going on here?